guys, this is Chicken Police Part 3, and I have figured out what I'm doing now. So, there was a purse next to Deborah's dead body. I didn't know I had to pick up, so I didn't see it. But now I know what I'm doing. So, I have to go to Hotel Atlas. First I'm going to check Mullen's newsstand, and
Hey, old bird. What are you waiting for out here in the rain?
Is that you, boys? I'm a little, tired.
I can see that, pal.
Oh, it's alright. I just can't find my car. I don't see very well in the rain. My eyesight's pretty bad. I should wear glasses.
Yeah, it's funny.
There ain't nothing funny about it, Snowflake.
Whoa, all right, sorry.
Have you seen Natasha or Ibn since we left?
Ibn? He scampered off a long time ago. Natasha,
Thanks anyway, pal.
could it be that I didn't come here by car? What do you think, Sonny?
Well, I wouldn't know that, Phil, but you take care, all right?
Alright, so Phil's drunk. But anyway, when I win the purse, I got. By the way,
Come
I
to
just.
Daddy, darling.
That is nothing to do with the anything special. I just stole it from the bar and it's sunny.
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
And it is, I got that strange card from the puzzle on the weekend time. But we have some personal info. Okay, get ready. Philmar is soaked to the bones. Old buddy, it's so clear. I don't understand that. After the show, Ibn left the Kazar Club suspicious and fast. Okay, now we're gonna go to where we need to. Actually, no, we're not. No, it's not Cloverville.
Phyllis and Roy's.
Well, let's hope this is a good omen.
Maybe finally the pincushions have started to.
And maybe it's not a coincidence, since we've...
Yeah. What can I say? The nice start.
Well, let's just hope there won't be any...
You don't believe that, do you, boss?
Oh no, it's too clear. Okay, so. Anyways, Mullen's newsstand.
Should we say hi?
Sure. Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello. And we do need information.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something.
Right, if you're wondering who Mullen is, if you remember when we went back to the hot dog and that bird, that was Mullen. This is
Hey,
Mullen.
Hercule.
Hello, me
sorry
lads.
about
It's good to see you. What are you doing around here where you never see a cat go by?
We're working, Uncle Mullen, just like you. But I'm afraid we're also walking a little bit outside the law.
Sounds a bit different then.
But it's New Year's Eve. Couldn't it wait a bit? Whatever the case is, it can't be that serious.
I'm afraid it is. Maybe you can help us with a few things. After all, you know everyone in the city.
What a compliment. But of course I'll help if I can. I know you ever since you appeared in the city. Young, fresh, full of ambition. And little Marty had been just a chick when he was already coming here every day with his daddy, eh? You're like me sons, so you are.
Aw, thanks, Uncle Mullen.
That was nice. I still want to try and get everyone in the book, but I think these are like the side characters. Yeah, so Tim was the CEO. Anyways, this is Mullen. Name, Hercules Mullen. Species Beaver, gender male. Special feature, old and full of secrets, just like the city itself. Mullen is an old comrade before the time of the chicken police. Who from terribly long ago, I used to call him Uncle Mullen, even when I was just a fresh patrolman. Even though he's a couple of years older than me, he represents many things I wanted to become: honest, wise, and always cheerful. And I laugh at him. Mullen knows almost everything about. What's that again? Mullen knows almost everything about everything we've known. We can use this to our advantage. As we have to ask Mullen.
Ivan's a ruthless gangster, that's for sure. But he's not bloodthirsty or stupid. You're not in danger until you're in his way. And that's not so easy to manage as the whole city's in his hands.
How come they never tried to approach you, Uncle?
What? Of course they've tried. They wanted to buy the whole area and build some huge parking garage on it. Mongrel Mick, Ivan's #1 thug, came here and threatened me more than once. If I hadn't dug me heels in, the others would have sold up. The lawyers behind me, even Biff, the owner of Chandler's. But I told them, over my cold dead carcass.
Yeah, I'm not even doing any more since it'll take a bit. But we have, we'll come back to that later, but we have business about Ibn. Ibn's dirty little paws reach every dark corner in the city. Even good old Mullen was approached by his men several times. Anyways, we have to go to Chlorhal PTD. No, what's that? Anyways, Chlorhal PD. That's the shooting ranges and the police thing. If you're wondering where everyone went,
So, what are we doing here?
We called the police.
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this whole case start?
How did this whole case start? Strange threats. And Natasha. And also the note. I don't know where to put that. No, open that. Oh, Natasha somewhere. Natasha and the threats, what's the connection?
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that.
Is this good? Oh, you're not sure.
But there was something Natasha didn't speak about. Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret.
Oh, Deborah. That is Olivia. Lewis. How could Lewis be a part of this? I don't think Lewis is a part of this. Lewis be?
What could we do with this list?
Maybe
I
something
know only
about
one
that.
person who moves in circles high enough to know where it's from. Lewis. We must ask him if we want to get out of this dead end.
Okay,
So
now we have
the
about
card
the
is
case.
maybe a dead end. The piece of painting too.
But the list Philmar gave us...
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the Bunny Man?
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
Okay.
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
Lewis is a guy we called at the very start of the game. And the guy that got us into the Cassab Club. Wait for him to answer.
Hey, Lewis, sorry to disturb you again. Could you come over to my place? I have a question for you. It's very important. It's about a case.
A real case with the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. I owe you one.
One? Just a second.
And Lewis,
Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Oh, don't mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a serious case.
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well,
These names, I know half of them personally. Maybe even more.
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
here we go.
But these are all members of the upper class. Politicians, business people. Oh my. Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
Damn.
But I really don't know what it means.
So, is it a dead end?
I'm afraid so.
Oh no. So we're asking
Deborah.
now.
The girl...
Yes, she's a very lovely young lady.
Where did you take her after you two...
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville? Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly. Why?
What if Lewis killed Deborah?
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good.
Lewis and we were friends.
This?
This?
Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
A card? Like this? Really?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
How exclusive?
Very.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the Sweltering Nile.
But that's a...
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Calm down, Lewis. We're not going to tell anybody.
Thank you so much. It is rather embarrassing.
Listen, Lewis. How do we get in?
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going to a luxury brothel?
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think.
No, no one asked anyone now. No, but we have some personal info. So clues, wait a minute. We're fine. Phone account Deborah's membership. The Luxray, the Sweltering Nile. Well, it seems like Old Thumper likes to kill time in a very luxurious way. Make sure the Sweltering Nile. I'm gonna make sure that. Alright, let's go here.
Well,
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
Hello.
she's what I call...
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing...
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for Stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
Alright, Fox Lady.
Would you be so kind as to help me?
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you'd really like.
I will be, ma'am. Oh,
If you'd...
Sorry about that. Can't no help it.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Marty, ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
My name is Day-Night Diamond.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Mark.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty, not now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service.
You hear that, Sonny?
Shut up, Marty.
Okay. We have other people. Now we have Day-Night Diamond, species zebra, gender female, physical feature, beautiful, kind, professional, and probably a person. Pretty zebra receptionist behind the desk at the nail. No.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Oh,
Day-Night.
have you been working here?
Almost 5 years, sir. I wouldn't want...
Is it that obvious?
No, it isn't, but, you know.
Right. I understand. Do you know a gentleman named...
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at ours.
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Touche.
Does this list mean...
This?
I think she...
Bravo, Mr.
Why'd you have to be like that all the...
Excuse me. If you have...
Oh, you've noticed we're...
Please don't take this the wrong way, but
Should we take that as a compliment?
if you'd like.
Bird fella.
I can see.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
What? Me? Nothing?
I have something.
The strange
Look,
card.
she...
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course.
But now we got to go.
I apologize for the wait.
Madame Zavas was a legend.
Alright. Legendary spy and courtesan. Madame Z with runs the Avon. You better be careful, the reputation is all throughout the wilderness.
Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
He's massive.
Mr. Santino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the Chicken Police is always one step ahead of the Chicken Police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
and the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy water.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too.
Okay, no function.
As I was saying...
The employees, too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so. Yes, thank you. Lewis Hayworth is a good friend of mine.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Lewis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But I can't tell you more about it. No.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
A bit mean, isn't she?
Do you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Going to question her.
Deceit
That
is
you've done
everything
to
to save
Ibn
us.
and Natasha. I got Living Legend because I've been trying to figure out what I've been doing wrong in Weekend House. So I've had to replay it, but I know what I'm doing now, so it's not that long. Anyways, got Living Legend Detective, which is really good, like 5-star. Get max detective meter on Natasha, and I'm gonna try doing it again here.
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zavas? Who are you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and
I'm trying to maintain appearances, man.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Tell me, were you really the king's spy?
If that's such an open secret, then I haven't been doing my job very well, isn't that right? Yes, I was a spy. But that's such a blunt way of putting it. I always say I used to undertake confidential, generally political assignments of a delicate nature for the king that were in the interests of national security.
Put that way, it sounds rather romantic.
Don't believe the cheap fiction, Mr. Featherland. Espionage is anything but romantic.
I believe you, madam.
If you must know, I only did it because I believed I could protect those that I serve. Weapons have only one use in this world. To keep the peace. Yes. I always thought about myself and my craft that way.
Thank you for your honesty. What is the sweltering Nile?
First of all, it's what it looks like.
And under the surface?
If you're insinuating that my girls are kind of spies...
Don't they have confidential information on almost all the wealthy bachelors of Clawville?
Bachelors? Don't be naive. Almost exclusively married men visit here.
What the hell?
Well, then my question is even more valid.
Of course, they know much. Many visit here who don't care about sex, Mr. Featherland. Some come here to talk.
Which makes them easy targets for blackmail, right?
It could, yes. But even the assumption is offensive.
No.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my...
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you...
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret.
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Zavos is a true survivor. Always was.
Detective.
You tried.
I'm very sorry about that. I didn't mean to do it. Sorry about that too.
You knew you were taking a risk.
I don't know, Mr. Fett.
So Natasha came and turned your whole life upside down. She's like that, isn't she?
It's in her nature, yes. Poor thing can't help it. She's like a tornado. She usually takes everything with her.
That's quite an apt metaphor. But I have to agree.
Did she sweep you away, too?
I don't know yet, madam. I'm clinging firmly to the ground. Do you know where Natasha came from? Zavos is protective. Have you kept in touch?
Yeah, it's not go well.
Were you angry at her for...
Wouldn't you like to hear that?
I'm not saying it happened like that, but it could have.
Now, Mr. Featherland, you're smarter than that. You know very well that's not how it happened.
Maybe I just wanted to hear it from you. Still, I feel like you're not telling me everything.
Of course I'm not, Mr. Featherland.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Don't mention it.
How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective? Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself.
Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective. Yes. Anytime.
There we go. Okay.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
So, I think I'm end the video here. Goodbye.